All right, folks, thanks for stopping by. This is going to be the longer story of my Bigfoot story, and which took place in Easter weekend, to be more specific, Good Friday in 1984. I was 17 years old. And how we got out there in the mountains is well, it's sort of a long story. I'll make it short. We sort of ran away, not really ran away. My good friend was having some home troubles, and we took off that weekend. Now, I had always planned on coming back. He thought we were running away, but that's not really the point. The point is, we just started driving, and we ended up in Front Royal, Virginia, up in the Blue Ridge, and from there I went west. And strangely enough, like a lot of spring night times in the DMV and the East Coast, fog set in, and I got lost. This is no GPS, no cell phones, none of that crap. We had a map, but somewhere I took a wrong turn, and I think I had taken Route 50 west through Romney, West Virginia, but somehow it turned south and was like in the mountainous areas, and it was a lot more rural even back then, even though it was 1984. And I am driving over a mountain that I ended up on what I would call a timber road. It's a state road, mostly maintained, but part of it was hardpack. Okay, and I'm just trying to find a way down to the other side and see some civilization because I'd not seen a car in like an hour. And as we're going down, my friend's asleep in the passenger seat dozing, and I'm just squinting into the mist, trying to decide whether headlights are better or just running lights, etc. And I see movement up ahead. And I'm like, oh goodness, deer, something like that crossing the road. As I get closer, I realize it's a human-like figure. And I'm assuming some crazy person, maybe their car broke down, is walking the mountain in the middle of the night because it's like 2 a.m. or something. And as we get closer, I'm probably doing like 3 miles per hour, and it's just walking towards us. And my friend's still asleep, and I'm looking at it in disbelief going, is this person naked? They're very hairy, but I've seen hairy guys at the beach, stuff like that. Then I realized it's pretty tall, I mean, not more than 7 feet, but definitely more than 6 feet, even taking into account I'm a little tired myself. My brain is not thinking Bigfoot because that's absurd. I'm a skeptic. Bigfoot is BS, especially a lot of the photos and, video you see online with gorilla suits and stuff like this. What I saw was not gorilla-like, was not even ape-like. It was just picture a giant man that's super hairy. And I couldn't decide if it had clothes on or not. I'm like, are there rags? Is there something around it? And again, it's like out of a movie. It's so damn foggy. I'm not believing what I'm seeing. I'm just fatigued. This might be a total hallucination. And it stops as it's probably 20 yards away, and I'm just edging closer, and I slow down, like thinking maybe this person needs help. Definitely not a monster. And then my friend wakes up and takes one look, and he screams, which startles me, so I kind of hit the gas, and I take off past it, and the figure tried to reach out to the door. And again, I'm thinking very hairy man, okay, because his face, it was, I could see skin. It was dark and ruddy, but it wasn't like, gorilla-like or something like that. And it was more like, here's the weird part. If you've ever seen a movie called Quest for Fire that had Ron Perlman in it, where they were like Neanderthals and stuff, where they made them up with the wild hair and bushy eyebrows, etc. That's more like what I was looking at. And part of my brain's like, well, you saw that movie last year. You're definitely hallucinating. But I slowed down, and I look in the rearview mirror, and the brake lights and everything lit it up. The figure starts sprinting after us. And by this time, I'm like, no, I'm out of here. So I floored as best I can. And whoever this was, chased us for about a quarter mile because I could not go fast. It was, a winding timber road going down the side of the mountain. And my friend is screaming, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? To this day, I have no idea what the hell I saw. I just know it wasn't a Bigfoot like the hoaxers do or something like this. Maybe it's one of those old crazy mountain feral people that people babble about, things like that. And we did tell a few people, and they all thought we were just making this crap up because of our whole adventurous weekend where we ran away and had to come back, home and stuff like that. So whenever I see all these videos online and people describing, Bigfoot, I'm thinking, yeah, you're making that up. Or else I saw something different out in the world, because it was definitely not ape or gorilla-like. It was more like just a giant, wild, big-ass man that is roaming the forest for some unknown reason in there. And it did kind of scare the crap out of me a little bit, but over time, I just kind of laughed about it because there are strange things in West Virginia, and I mean strange people, so you never know. So anyway, that's my one Bigfoot story. I do have a couple others of strange events out in the woods from back in the day that I might get to, but this is the long version. I did have a short video up describing it. So let me know what you think. I know West Virginia has turned into this Bigfoot hotbed, supposedly, but I got my doubts about that. All right, take care. See you in the next one.